Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 8th, 2020. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Nicole Lairdix, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
This week we are complaining about some frustrating laws of parenting and obsessing about things we'd like to stay socially distant. And we are also taking a couple of breaks from an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today we are talking about those little highlights that we're finding amid the pandemic. So this stems from a survey that was on the Bobby Bones Facebook page, and it said that 77% of dog owners say walking their dog has been the highlight of their day during the quarantine. Now, I guess, would you agree with that? And if you don't have a dog, what has been the highlight of your day during quarantine?
One of the highlights of my day was looking at the comments to that post and seeing that everybody put pictures of their dogs, which was adorable.
Aww.
I don't know that I would have thought to do that, but many, many people did.
No.
You know, say, yes, the highlight of my day, and here's my dog.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for dog pictures.
Once in a while on the Slack channel that I'm on for one of my freelance clients, people just randomly post a picture of their dog and just like, good morning from Sophie or whatever. And then everybody.
Such a day brightener.
It really is.
And I love when we take walks as a family. We don't have a dog to walk at the moment, but one of the highlights of the walks we take together as a family, which is basically walking mom at that point. But one of the highlights is anytime we see somebody with a dog, and I'm like, I embarrass my children because I'm like, oh, look at the dog. There's a dog. Hi, dog. Used to be, the people would bring the dog over and I would get to pet the dog, but now we all have to stay 6 feet apart. So I just say, great dog. What a pretty dog. I love your dog.
Aww.
And people nod from behind their masks and walk quickly away. But dogs.
Would that be the highlight of your day, Terry, is getting out for a walk with your family?
Getting out for a walk with my family and seeing the occasional dog. Dog!
Like when kids ride in a car. Cow! Horse!
Oh, yeah.
Truck!
Sometimes there's a little kid, too. I also wave and smile at little kids. So, human contact! Yay!
Yay!
Right.
How about you, Catherine? Do you have dogs? Do
yes,
you
but
find the highlight of your day walking them?
no, because we don't really walk them because they're just too naughty, and they are just we could walk one of them at a time,
Yeah.
but not both, and so that doesn't usually happen. But it is. I do enjoy my walks and just being outside and seeing humans and animals. Like, I feel like I have seen more rabbits, more wild bunnies this spring than ever before. Like, I'll walk by a yard and there's like 5 of them in there. Like, they're everywhere. I don't know if they're just like not getting run over by cars as
think
much.
so.
What it is. This morning I saw a raccoon. I don't really like seeing raccoons. I was in the car at that time. There's a wild turkey that has been hanging around in a certain area of our neighborhood that's on one of my walking routes. And one time I walked by this turkey and it was in somebody's yard, and it was just kind of like wandering around in the yard. And then it kind of started following me. And I couldn't cross the street because there were other people across the street. You know how you do that thing where you stay on the opposite side of the street. And so I kept looking behind me at this turkey, but eventually it finally stopped. It was not a highlight, actually, at that point. It was a little bit scary.
I feel like the little creatures are getting a little bit cheeky, There's so many fewer humans around. And so they're like, they're not running out of your way when they see you coming. They're just sort of hanging around. This is my turf now, Right. I mean, I live next to this high school that in ordinary circumstances is teeming with young people large percentages of the day. And now it's kind of like reverted to its natural habitat. And the bunnies and the different creatures that we see are all quite, comfortable. and do not scurry out of our path the way they might have in the past. So I kind of like that, but not if they were chasing me. That would be unpleasant. A couple of times I thought some geese were disrespecting us pretty hard, and I wasn't sure about that, but
they're mean.
Yeah, they were just, I expected as we approached, they would flutter away, and they were just giving us the eye, like, what do you got? What are you going to do to us?
They're like the least nice thing that comes from Canada.
They are.
Canada geese.
Really?
They have a bad rep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from them. Yeah, like a mama bear, you don't want to walk past it because they'll come running after you.
Yeah, they got some attitude.
Oh, yesterday I did see a mama duck and a whole bunch of ducklings go across the street, too.
Somebody posted
cute.
a picture of that on Facebook. Was it you or somebody else?
No, I didn't get a picture.
Wow.
They went across the street and hopped up the curb, and I watched each little baby, like,
Aww.
That's a long way.
Yeah.
Little duckling
And you didn't have to worry about traffic.
You're getting all the sweet stuff up there. We're getting the scorpions and the tarantulas. And
But they're much more mellow than usual, right?
And
They just like the lizards just wave their tails at you as you go by. They don't aggress.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I don't stop long enough to look.
Do you walk your dog, Nicole?
I would have to be in the same kind of category as Catherine with this one.
Yeah.
No, she is naughty, and we could probably have spent more time training her, but it just is such a hassle to take her for a walk. She wants to just stop every 2 seconds and sniff, pee, whatever.
It sounds like a walk with my girl, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yes. The woodland creatures would not stand by quietly if I came walking with my girl, because she would say, lunch!
Yeah, Missy is just, she needs to have big open space and run, and that's what her thing is. But I have to say that the highlight of my quarantine day would be sitting on the couch and with her and huddling up to her and or having a nap with her.
Yeah. That'll do.
So she's still a part of it.
That sounds like a highlight. I wish I had a dog to snuggle with. All the other parts of having a dog I could do without, but the snuggling part is very nice.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our whole family definitely appreciates the availability of the dogs.
Yes.
Just, we're all always like, look at what they're doing, like, look how cute.
Oh, I don't have quite enough dog hair on this shirt. Come on over here.
Right. Oh my gosh.
I know. It's us with our cats too. The cats and the dog. It's like, oh, I guess so. They are they are a highlight to our day. And so,
there you go.
That, they entertain us and and interact with us because we're constantly admiring them and gushing over them.
Yeah. Aw.
This is why so many people are adopting
Yes,
dogs.
I know. Well, I have checked the local animal shelter more than a couple of times during this quarantine time, and so has my daughter. And sadly, at the moment, they seem to be 100% cats. And, I have had me a cat, and we got along just fine, but I don't think that our current family configuration would be amenable to cats, and nobody else but me would be interested in having one. So I keep looking there for dogs, but people are snapping up those dogs, man. They're a hot commodity in this quarantine time. The cats, it's like, they can just hang out with you there at the shelter. So I bear cats no animosity, but there are people in my house who would not be able to avoid being scratched, I'm pretty sure. And declawing is no longer considered humane. So I think it's just probably best for all concerned that we admire the photos of the cats and then close the web browser.
Move on. Yes, I follow the rescue where we got our dogs on Facebook, and they don't have as many as they usually have. And then whenever they kind of get in a shipment, which sounds awful, but when they get them, they're snapped up immediately.
Yeah. Well, we just have to wait around till when the quarantine is over and people go back to work and they say, what the heck am I going to do with this dog? And they bring it back to the shelter, then we'll take it.
Yeah.
So
That's the sad part, right?
Sadly, I believe that is going to happen, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the dogs have so charmed the people that they will.
Well, and fewer people will actually go back to work in the office, I think.
Are you sure dogs aren't behind this whole epidemic? They say bats, but maybe dogs were like, here, eat this. I'm having you all.
That's a new conspiracy theory I have not yet heard.
The great dog espionage outfit. Gotta keep those humans home. Oh, well. Well, we hope that listening to our podcast with or without a dog or a cat or a turkey or a, goose with attitude is the highlight of your day, listeners. And that will be it for our today's round 2. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.